Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be me filling in my debt trackers, which I hadn't been filling in for a while because I wasn't making enough gains to get bubbles filled in, and then all of a sudden now I'm like, whoa, I got a bunch of bubbles to fill in. If you're new here, my name's Jess. I share a lot of things on my channel, but if you're only here for one thing or the other, you can just skip the other videos, right? So if you want to stick around, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers, which is super exciting. And then check me out on Instagram. I'll link it up here, and it's also linked down below. And let's go ahead and get into the video. First, I want to share with you what I'm using today. So I just made these trackers myself months ago, probably back in December or January. But these are just debt trackers, and they're just circles that you fill in. You can put your total debt here, your goal payoff date, and then basically you divide the amount of debt you have by how many circles you have here. So if you're using this, you would count these circles, that'd be how many you would divide by. If you're using something else, you just divide it by however many columns or however many shapes or however you're tracking. You divide it by how many things you're filling in, and you'll see on my trackers I write it down in the corner so I know. But I also have a savings tracker that I created that looks exactly the same. It just says savings tracker. Nothing fancy. I do have these on my Etsy shop. They're 99 cents, I believe. You can always just make your own too, but if you don't want to do the work to make your own, those are there for you. My Etsy is listed down below as well, and I do have my budget template for sale on Etsy. I do have this binder that I keep all of my trackers in. So if you see here, this is the car one that I filled out. I think I filled this one out on Instagram. So if you're not following me, go there so you can see if ever I do that. But you can see some of my other trackers, and then we have these ones that I'm gonna fill in today that haven't really been filled in much at all. And then the last one is gonna be filled in a lot. So we're just gonna go ahead and get into this. I do keep these in these little sleeves, so I will have to pull them all out. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll set you up so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Sorry guys, it's super rainy and gloomy outside today, so if the lighting is weird, it's because I had to turn a light on behind me and it's just a mess. So just bear with me. First thing you see here is my debt tracker for the Trailblazer, and as you can see, it's all filled in. So we kind of were slow, and then picked up and woo-wee, paid it all off. But I'll show you here how I have the total. I wrote paid over it, but I had the total here, which was $5,797, and then I divided it by the amount of circles there are here, which gives me 90. So each circle represents $90 paid. So once I paid, so much money, I would take that amount of money and divide it by 90, and that's how many circles I would fill in. So that's what I'm gonna do with the rest of my loans. So you'll see here that I have this sheet that it's just kind of a scribbled out sheet. That since I haven't done this in so long, I went ahead and went through all of my loans and Russell's loans, which I'll talk about that in a minute, and figured out how much we've paid to date since we started these trackers. And then I divided it already up. I looked at the numbers that are down at the bottom again. I divided it up so that I can see how many circles I need to fill in now. And honestly, that's way more circles than I thought I was going to be filling in. So this is my reference. This is how I know how many circles I'm filling in. I do have this little highlighter kit. It's by Sharpie. It's the Sharpie Accent Highlighters. I think I got this at Walmart or Target. I'll try to link it down below. I think you can get them on Amazon too, but they just come with, it's kind of hard to see the colors in the lighting right now, but it comes with a variety of different colors. And right now I'm gonna be using the orange. All right, so for loan one, we started out at $5,274, and so far we've paid it down to $3,597, which I've kind of kept up with this one a little bit. So right now we are filling in 1.5 circles. And we're done with that one. Loan two was at $3,989, and it is currently at $3,786. So we are filling in 3.2 squares. That's $203 paid. So I divided 203 divided by 62, and it equals somewhere around 3.2. There we go. I'll tell you, this is so satisfying to fill in these circles. Finally, now I'm just going to tell you the totals that I paid and then I'll fill them in. So total on loan 3, I have paid $304 to that this year. So that is 3.3 circles. There we go. Loan 4 has had $324 paid on it, so that's 3.5. Loan 5 has had $834, so we're filling in 6.9 circles, almost 7 circles. You have a little sliver there in the corner. Loan 6 has had $289, so that divided by 76 would be 3.8 circles. Nice. Loan 7, I've paid $393, which is again 3.8 circles because we divided that number by 103 for this loan. Getting close here for my loans. Loan 8, we've paid $171 on. It is a smaller loan, if you see here. And that means we're filling in 4 squares. These aren't squares, these are circles. All right, so now for this guy. So if you've watched videos past, you know that this big number here is made up of all these numbers. So this loan, when I made this was in a collection agency, and we have since gotten this loan out. And we're just like with a regular student loan servicer. So these are all separate, which I will eventually make a bunch of separate ones for each individual loan, or each individual group, I guess is what they call it. But this is the like overall debt tracker when it was with the collection agency, and this is gonna be a doozy to fill in. So this loan started out at $77,950, and currently it is at $61,665. So that means we need to fill in $16,285 worth of circles, and each circle is $1,199. So I am going to be filling in 13.5 circles. So bear with me. I'll see you when I'm done. All right, as you can see, I had a lot to fill in there, which is a good problem to have. But I forgot to mention earlier that I do have these like little steps on each line leading all the way down to like the total payoff is down in this bottom corner, because I just kind of have them going like this. So I just, back when I had time before I had 3 kids, I went ahead and filled that out for all of these. Just, I don't know, I thought it looked cool. And it kind of tells me like, once I get to here, that's how much I've paid off on this loan. Once I get to here, that's how much I've paid off. Once I get to here, so on and so forth. So it's kind of a little tracker as I go. So you could do something like that if you want to, but you might have to figure it out on your own, because I honestly just had to like add up till then. It just was a mess, but thought I'd mention that. Now the last tracker that I have is our total debt tracker, which our total debt is $127,094. That doesn't include our recent medical bills that we got for the baby when he was born and all, but I'm actually not worried about it, because those debts aren't even going into our debt snowball, because they would be paid off by the time we would get to them anyway. So they're going to be paid off within the next year or so. So they're not actually going into our debt snowball. What I will tell you here is that our total debt right now is right about $104,000. So we're getting close to getting under it, 100K, which I'm pumped about. So I'll have to fill in probably like up to like right here. I'm not going to do that on camera right now though. All right, I am back. And like I said, the lighting is so weird because it's raining outside and it's a mess. The baby's starting to get a little fussy, so I'm going to have to finish this quick. I would highly recommend, if you don't already like track your debt payments in some way, this is just a fun way. And honestly, once you get into it, like it might take a while for you to fill in a lot of circles. Like in the beginning for us, I wasn't filling in any circles, and now I'm like, wow, I have a few circles to fill in. So it made me really excited, and then it was so fun to like be done with this and write paid across the top there. I don't know, I think it's motivating to like have, instead of just seeing numbers, to kind of have a visual. You can make your own. I've seen people like draw, you know, different things, or they do columns in their notebook or whatever, and they fill those in. You can find free ones online. Again, if you like this, you can get it in my Etsy shop with Russell's loans coming out of default into going to Nelnet and that sort of thing. We're gonna have to redo our debt snowball like in the debt snowball tracker that I use, which is Vertex 42. I have it on the front of here, and it kind of tells you like when you would pay certain loans off, and you can like put in the additional money that you put towards your loan or whatever your snowball was, or if you put more towards it. I'm gonna have to redo that, but we have so many loans that the free Vertex 42 calculator actually doesn't have enough slots for the amount of loans that we have, because they're all separate. That's how student loans are like that. At some point I will figure it out, and I'll give you a little update on like kind of which ones we're paying and when. We do technically do the debt avalanche. If you have more than one with the same interest rate, you go the highest interest rate with the highest balance. So that's currently where we're at. And I just paid over $2,000 extra to one of our loans. If you want, I'll try to link that above if you want to go check that video out. I am currently this week filming a $5 dinners video. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. Finally, I'm going to do it. So stay tuned for that. That'll be hopefully on Saturday. That'll go out. And if you want to see more videos like this, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. And I upload on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And we'll see you next time.